Back to another video. It's Vince Mo King. We'll be taking a look at Sentry versus Superboy Prime. You guys need to leave these Superman characters alone. Leave them Kryptonians alone, man. I love Sentry, man. I think he's a cool character, man. He is Marvel's equivalent of Superman, right? That's like his whole poster thing. He is the Marvel equivalent of Superman. You guys have to understand, Superman doesn't go by our logic. This guy is breaking reality of the things that he do. And the things that you got to understand is that's what he casually does. There's so many different Superman who can casually do these astronomical things. Superman is playing human when in reality his stats is that of a god. So you guys have to leave these Superman characters alone because Superboy Prime is even stronger than Superman if I remember correctly. Superboy Prime, or like the Golden Age Superboy Prime, is way stronger than Superman if I remember correctly. So we're going to get into the video. It's 24 minutes long. I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm gonna go ahead and get out of the way. Superboy wins. I haven't seen the video, but I already know Superboy wins. Like, it's come on, man. Leave these guys alone. Leave these Kryptonians alone, man. It would have been a better battle to see. I don't know, like Sentry versus all 40 Viltrumites. That would have been a better battle. That would have been a better battle right there. Sentry would have still won.
Sentry versus Superboy Prime.
These two
it's over, gang. It's like, I love Sentry, but
absolutely.
He's whiz.
I mean, he literally fought
And it's
Hulk
our job
to
to
a
analyze their
standstill.
weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win
World
a
War
death
Hulk.
battle.
He was the reason when they clutched up.
Superhero stands alone at the peak of Marvel Comics. He's a brilliant scientist and friend to all, the Golden Guardian of Good, the Sentry.
Which makes it all the more mysterious when all of humanity forgot about him, as though he never existed in the first place.
What if the reason we forgot Sentry is that he wanted to be forgotten?
To save us from himself.
As the story
know, man.
goes,
I don't
Robbie
know.
Reynolds was just your average
Wait.
ordinary high school-
I do know he suffers from a drug problem because he got some. That boy has some problems. But they said he once drank a lake. They said that boy once drank a lake of LSD. I had to pause to read that again. I'm like, no way. No, it says LSD. Gosh, man.
Until the day
Guys, if you have a problem like that, seek help, please.
Serum.
At that moment, Robbie was imbued with the power of 1,000,000 exploding suns, becoming one of the strongest superheroes in existence.
That's gonna be one hell of a bowel movement. And what better way to use his new powers than to become a Sentry to all mankind?
In a never-ending crusade against his devious arch-nemesis, the Void.
He's got all your classic
Who is himself, right?
Kryptonian superpowers like super strength, speed, durability.
His only
and flight.
op is
He can
himself.
spot you from miles away, or even hear a butterfly sneeze from across the planet.
You butterfly sneeze?
No!
It's just ridiculous.
Well, Sentry
That's
cells
Superman
absorb
shit, though.
and process the sun's rays.
Wait,
And
hold
they
up. Enhanced strength, intelligence, senses, flight, solar energy manipulation, energy blast, wave, force field, invisibility, telepathy, mind control, memory erasure, teleportation, regeneration, molecular kinesis, and reality warping. But you have him against Superboy Prime. Gosh, man. You can fight Lobo or something. I don't know. Make him fight Darkseid. No, probably not Darkseid either, but I don't know. Leave these guys alone.
Fire
Man.
that solar energy right back at you in a powerful laser, or bend light away to turn invisible, or use it to make force fields.
Really, the Sentry can draw power from anywhere and everywhere. When he was forcibly shrunk down to subatomic size, he started pulling energy from the microverse instead. And despite being microscopic, his punches were strong enough to destroy planets, even while holding back.
Sentry can teleport,
Wow.
communicate telepathically, and even
Wow.
read and mess with minds.
He's also a genius
I don't know everything.
with a
I know
super
enough.
brain comparable to Tony Stark and Reed Richards. He's even built his own watchtower with an advanced AI that is constantly monitoring the planet for threats.
Jesus Christ, he's like the Avengers all in one. Why do there even need to be any other superheroes?
He's
Indeed, the
his
Sentry
only
is
op is
more than
himself.
strong enough to take on Marvel's heaviest hitters, like his famous battle with the Green Scar.
There it is, what I
Where
tell you.
Black Bolt, Iron Man, and Doctor Strange failed, the Sentry was the only one who stood against the Hulk's full power.
He's also
Absolutely.
battled Thor, who collapsed an infinite number of timelines into one by clashing with another Thor.
The Sentry is
I know
incredibly
that.
fast, too. He can bend space and speed blitz Ares, who can move within Planck time, the smallest unit of time possible in our universe.
Plank time. We're talking speeds in measurement of plankton from SpongeBob SquarePants. We're talking Flash level speeds, man. But again, you have him against Superboy Prime. Who is writing this? Like who has the Alpha Marvel characters, man? Leave these Kryptonians alone. It's the Kryptonians. The Kryptonians are the one who's doing it. Goku versus the Kryptonians. The Saiyans versus the Kryptonians. Now it's Marvel guys versus the Kryptonians. Leave them Kryptonians alone, man. Yeah, hard R, bro. Leave them Kryptonians alone, man.
He's stated to be as fast as the Heralds of Galactus, like the Silver Surfer, who once outraced the multiverse blowing up. The Surfer flew so fast he went back in time, so you'd think Sentry would be able to handle some punk in a trench coat.
But it wasn't so simple. The Void was everywhere that the Sentry wasn't.
If Sentry saved people from a burning building, Void would crash an airplane. If Sentry healed a person's broken back, Void would give someone else cancer. What an asshole!
For every good act the Sentry performs, the Void commits an evil one. Because the truth was, the Sentry and the Void were one and the same.
Bum, bum, plot twist. Turns out Sentry's whole origin story was a lie. Robbie Reynolds wasn't a 60s high schooler beating up bullies like some Jack Kirby comic.
In reality, Bob Reynolds was a schizophrenic meth addict who drank the Sentry serum just to get high. And the Void was, in reality, a malevolent godlike entity bonded to Bob that was the literal angel of death.
Yes, from the Bible, with Moses and the Pharaoh and the dead firstborns. That's him, apparently.
And this being manifests as the dark side of Bob's shattered psyche, a villainous alter ego with all of his power. Too much power for any.
I bit of knowledge from all this stuff around. I do know that the Void was able to break every single bone in the Hulk's body. Let me say it again. I don't know a lot, but I know this. I know the Void was able to break every single bone in the Hulk's body. That's what I know.
One man to handle. The only way to destroy the Void was to also destroy the Sentry.
So Bob did something crazy.
What?
With help from Reed's tech, he used his own psychic powers to erase himself from everyone's past, present, and future, including his own.
Warping the perception of reality of every single person on the planet. They would no longer remember him or even recognize anything remotely related to him. A picture of the Sentry would still technically exist, but in your mind's eye, including Bob's, it isn't there.
Great. Everyone
What?
knows repressing your problems always
That's some
makes
Doctor
them
Strange
better.
shit, man.
But Bob's memories eventually clawed their way back, in part thanks to Norman Osborn, the Green Goblin.
Of course.
And his desire to somehow control the Void. So Norman had the Thunderbolts murder Bob's wife Lindy in order to release, the Angel of Death.
Yeah, try controlling the kind of guy who can throw hands with Molecule Man,
Rich people,
who
dude.
somehow is one of the strongest beings in all of Marvel. At his peak, he's got almost complete control over the multiverse. So yeah, good luck with that one, Norm.
Molecule Man was another mentally unstable god whose power fluctuates based on their self-confidence. In a way, a sort of kindred spirit to Bob.
It was then that Bob
I have a
discovered
lot to
the
say
true
about all these
source of his own
mentally
powers,
incapable
his
heroes,
own control
man.
over
Not
molecules.
Sentry.
Yeah,
I'm leaning
you
towards
can
Scarlet
do that
Witch.
too.
The Sentry can create and destroy matter on a whim, able to rip you apart at the molecular level, or conjure an entire new reality from scratch, all with just a wave of his hand, like Dr. Manhattan.
That was so
He can
dope.
also regenerate his body from any kind of damage, like being burnt to a skeleton or getting Dr. Manhattan himself.
As long as one single solitary atom remains, the Sentry is unkillable.
And Boyd's
Sell.
got all of this and more, except he doesn't hold back. He can shapeshift, create hurricanes, trap you in darkness, possess your body, and devour your soul.
With
And he
his
has everything.
infinite
Just say
tendrils,
everything.
The Void takes control of a victim's mind and tortures them with the memories of past traumas and nightmares.
Some of that's not everything. When you look at it, pyrokinesis, shape-shifting, dimensional shuttle, possession, soul manipulation, weather manipulation, dark manipulation, infinite tendrils. Understand, with weather manipulation, you technically gain everything. All the elements of the Avatar Last Airbender type shit. Then he has flames, soul manipulation, shape-shifting. You have everything of his Sentry self. He has every ability, and he's still going to lose Superboy Prime.
He killed Loki. He wrecked Asgard. The Avengers, the Fantastic Four, the Inhumans, and the X-Men teaming up all at once could barely handle him. Void is one of the biggest bads in Marvel. Great fucking job, Norm. I'm
Really?
something of a moron myself.
The only way forward,
Rich people,
the
man.
only way for Bob to save everyone, including himself, was to do something he never imagined. Let the Void in.
By refusing to repress his darker half anymore, Sentry and Void merged and became stronger than the sum of their parts.
One being now free to finally live his life without the crushing weight
Don't know
of
too much about
self-hatred and
this.
fear.
Am I wrong?
But this is the Void we're talking about. What if Bob just has a new puppet master who's only letting him think he's in control?
As long as the Void exists, it's just another revolution in that same endless cycle. It remains to be
Yeah.
seen whether even death itself can break that wheel.
He'll be back. Sentry is gone, but not forgotten. He'll never be forgotten again.
Wow. Wow.
Do you believe a man can fly?
Should I just skip
Wiz,
this?
Within the pages of DC
We know
Comics,
Superboy
everyone
Prime
in
is
their
going to win.
radiated
Should I just skip this?
six-dimensional gorilla mother can do it.
Well, what about in the real world? Not Earth 1 or Earth 2, but our own.
Guys, I'm saying this coming from a person that favorite characters like Vegeta, Trunks. My favorite character was Naruto. I mean, every underdog character that you can imagine has been my favorite character in most things. Honestly, I mean, Sub-Zero in Mortal Kombat, he gets killed every game. Kuai Ling or Bihan, one of them always dies or gets messed up or lose a fight or X, Y, and Z from the poster child Scorpion. Trust me, I root for the underdog. I root for the underdog so much, but I gotta be honest, there's no way he wins. I don't see him winning. Leave these Kryptonians alone. That's what we're gonna have to do.
Earth Prime.
The normal boy from New England who just happened to share a name with that comic book character.
Mere coincidence. That is, until the day Clark took a leap of faith and believed he could fly.
And he did! Surprise, surprise, Clark was actually from the planet Krypton, which apparently exists in our universe now? Anyway, the real Superman...
I don't
from
know
all those
too
comics
much
he
about
loved, showed up
Superman's
just
origin
in time
story
to
other
give him
than the
skinny on
basic
being
that
Superboy.
everyone else would know.
Wait, he could have chosen
Of course, I
me.
read more in the
I
Marvel
believe I
comics
can
and DC.
fly.
Honestly, don't jump off the... Clark had all
Yeah, I
the
watched
classic
some of the old
Kryptonian
movies.
powers,
Like, I know about
like
the
heat
rewind
vision,
time
microscopic
thing.
and telescopic sight, Arctic
I
breath.
watched the
It was the
animated
dream that
X-Men
every little boy had
TV
finally
show,
come
the
true.
cartoon.
Ow. Just in time for his universe, our universe, to be annihilated literally 1 month later in DC Comics Armageddon, the Crisis on Infinite Earths. Wiz, we're canonically dead since 1986 apparently.
With everyone he knew and loved gone, Clark took shelter in a pocket dimension with other cosmic refugees. Now an anachronism in DC's new, rebooted, post-crisis continuity, Clark was forced to watch as the comics landscape changed before his eyes. As stories became darker and morally complex, as heroes failed to be the paragons of good he saw them as in his childhood.
As someone else
The
got
golden
to be
age of heroes,
Superboy.
right?
Some people can't
We'll get
stand
into that
change.
little line.
Can't stand to see a world that doesn't look the way it did when they were a child. The day needed to be saved by Superboy, the real Superboy, Superboy Prime.
So he did what any Superboy would do.
He broke reality.
Punched really hard. He punched his way out of the dimension so hard, the shockwaves rippled through the universe and retconned DC Comics. Superboy was back, and he was gonna fix
broke
comic books
DC
forever.
Comics.
Hell yeah!
No matter how many fake heroes got in his way.
Oh shit! Super Chud Prime isn't just your ordinary Kryptonian. Oh no, he's pre-crisis.
As in, from before the Crisis on Infinite Earths, a
Yep.
time when comics were a bit more comical.
When
Wonky.
Superman could sneeze solar systems apart or tow a galaxy of planets behind him like it was nothing.
Or
Yep.
clash with another Kryptonian so hard, they generated enough power to restore an infinite number of timelines.
Get ready to hear that word.
Yeah, I know, right? They're strong enough to destroy infinite timelines and also strong enough to rebuild infinite timelines. Dude, can we just skip this, man, and get to... How long do I got? Oh my gosh, bro.
My favorite is the time Superman flew so fast bonds
Sorry
of
about that.
infinity. I wonder if these writers ever imagined this bullshit would feed nerd arguments for the next half century. Not that I'm complaining. It's how I get paid.
Prime would know he is a self-described power scaler's dream.
Huh. You think he's heard about us?
We can only hope not. As a Kryptonian,
He
with
said,
an
"Yeah,
altered
I
dense
know
molecular
people want to know
structure,
how strong
he should
I am."
also share many of the
Good
same
luck.
resistances, like being transmuted to stone, having his atomic bonds weakened, or getting his energy drained. Kryptonians like Superman can withstand more esoteric attacks too. They can actively resist
He
mental
has
attacks
solar
by
armor,
thinking them,
whatever that
and their
is.
souls can resist being destroyed.
All thanks to Earth's good old yellow sun.
Did I see Redcon punches? Did I see Redcon punches? No. Hold up. Did I see Redcon? This man has Redcon punches.
Attacks too. They can actively resist mental attacks.
I'll already
by
get to the death battle,
outthinking
honestly.
them,
We can
and
just
their
go
souls
ahead
can
and
resist
just...
being destroyed.
All thanks to Earth's good old yellow sun fueling his cells. And unlike that post-crisis super fraud who gets weaker without sunlight, Prime's got it covered.
With a suit of armor made from the corpse of the Anti-Monitor, which
The
constantly
corpse
feeds
of the
him solar
Anti-Monitor.
energy, literally wearing the pelt of the monster who destroyed his universe, just to
Yep.
be better and stronger than Superman.
Because that's what he thinks he is. Superman with better feats and scaling.
He is.
Real.
He is.
Superman.
He is.
if
He's
he was
not
a
wrong.
Fucking idiot. Okay, sure, he has the
He's-
same
he's
high
way more
blood
powerful
brain
than
that all
Superman.
Kryptonians have, but when it came to being a superhero, he was a violent, immature moron.
Mentally
Exactly
incapable.
what you'd expect from a kid who never grew up and never learned to hold back. Instead
Yep.
of saving Earth's heroes, he started massacring them. And let's be
Yep.
real, there's a part of him that knows that editorial will just bring them all back eventually.
He's
Yep.
battled the Doom Patrol, Justice Society,
He knows too
Teen
much.
Titans, and 3 Flashes at once. He effortlessly murdered an alternate universe Justice League and even killed his rival, Connor Kent.
Would it
in
be
New
fair to call him
Superboy.
the Superman
Even as
version of
other
Deadpool?
Kryptonians grew in power to become comparable to their pre-crisis iterations, Prime still held an advantage because he never held back.
Like the time
Wow.
he tore apart the Monarch's armor, accidentally unleashing the Big Bang in his face, destroying the universe, and he was fine.
Or the time a Guardian
course.
of the Universe blew himself up in an attempt to stop Prime, blasting him into the multiverse atom by atom.
This is
and that
wonky,
only
man.
made Prime stronger.
Or the time he fought a potential future version of himself who became a god of time. And instead of teaming up, Prime stupidly attacked him and accidentally retconned themselves both out of existence.
Which sent him home, back to his original universe.
See,
Our
man.
universe. Except now everyone he knew, his parents, his girlfriend Lori, had been reading his comics. They knew what he had become, and they were terrified.
Once again, forced to watch as his heroes progressed without him, he pored over comic after comic, learning everything about DC,
And a little bit of Marvel.
only to discover
doing this
his
death
worst
battle?
possible nightmare.
Why are we
Not
doing
only
this?
would he never get to be Superman, he wasn't even a super villain that people liked. Turns out,
Wow.
power levels aren't everything.
So, naturally, he flew to DC headquarters and attacked the people writing his own comic.
Like some infinitely recursive meta hell.
Prime had become a whiny, petulant, reactionary fanboy. Wiz, you think he's the guy posting on our Reddit?
And at the peak of his violent temper tantrum, he murdered the Golden Age Superman, the original Superman. Action
Yeah.
Comics #1, the first superhero.
Instead
Yeah.
of restoring DC's glorious past, Prime beat it to death. He needed to change.
And
I
that
knew there was some
opportunity
Golden Age
came
stuff
when
in
this
here.
alternate universe Jokerized Batman Who Laughs threatened to destroy all of reality.
Prime was drafted to help save the day, and it turned out he was the only Superboy who could.
Remember that time Prime punched reality so hard he retconned DC Comics? Turns
Pretty-
out that was no coincidence.
I previously
Due to his
seen
repeated
4
excursions
minutes
across
ago.
the multiverse, Prime became a space-time anomaly, and he slowly learned how to manipulate reality itself with his fists.
I guess you could call it his
Literally
retcon
shaping
power.
reality
At first,
with
its
punches.
effects were random, like bringing Jason Todd back to life or restoring Beast Boy's memories. But he started
Yeah.
to use it to rewrite continuity to fix the evil universes.
I
of
didn't
the
know that
Batman
Beast Boy
Who
thing was
Laughs.
canon
Giving
though.
them and
Again,
all
not
the
really
characters
DC.
inside of them happy endings. In a weird way, that's what Superman has always done, right? Punch the bad guys so hard he saves the day.
Prime can punch hard enough to enter the time stream, seemingly exit the comic medium entirely, and even defeat the nigh omnipotent Darkest Knight.
Who was powerful enough to beat Perpetua, the goddess who created all of DC Comics, the whole shebang. And
God.
Prime hit the Darkest Knight
He beat
so hard,
God.
he erased his entire evil multiverse.
A feat that no one actually saw happen. Prime's first true act of heroism was one that he did selflessly. and it was the first step toward becoming a true hero.
Yep.
The kind of hero that Superman always secretly knew he could be. A hero who could someday get his own issue number one.
Superboy
A
Prime.
hero like, well, Superman.
Maybe one day Prime will truly believe in himself, just like he once believed he could fly.
Yeah. So now that the
All right, the battle's about to begin,
Superboy
but
Prime,
first, Hitch calls are back. Hey, I'm Ben, the voice of
not
Liz.
even, I was
And
going to say
Jan, the
glazing,
voice
but
of
it's not
Boomstick.
glaze.
And we're reopening matchup pitches on the Death Battle store.
This is a way to meet with Chad and I, the creators of Death Battle, and pitch your favorite matchup to us via video call.
Yeah, a lot of episodes that are being made right now are because they were pitched. But to give
Yeah.
each pitch the time it needs, there's a limited
So,
number available. So
while
we'll
this
pick
is
'em up
going
right now
on,
before they're gone on Death Battle.
Comment who you guys think is going to
That's our
win.
website. It's kind of like our own private Patreon with a bunch of extra stuff in every episode of Death Battle ever made.
What do you want
And
me
if
to
you're a
say?
website member,
You want me to
get
say
first
that
dibs. It'll
Sentry
first
has
be
a
available with
chance?
Chronicler tier, then
No,
Archivist,
he doesn't.
and so on.
Every
I don't think
purchase
he does.
directly supports the show. Oh, and members also get a big store discount.
Ooh, I like that
All
phone.
right, let's get
that
to this
phone
battle.
case.
But don't forget to grab your pitch on deathbattle.gg.
Hey guys, what's better? Should I have an iPhone 11. Should I upgrade or should I keep it?
All right, the combatants are set, and we've run the data through all possibilities.
All right.
It's time for a death battle!
All right.
This city won't last much longer.
Did they already destroy the universe yet?
And mess up a superhero crossover? No way, Torque.
Onomatopoeia coming right up.
Wait. Sentry is the better hero, though. The actual hero between them.
You're dealing with someone who has the power of 1,000,000 exploding suns.
Big
doesn't matter as
mistake,
much as you think.
dipwad. It's prime time.
Oh, nah. Oh, nah.
Are you kidding me?
What?
Another dark Superman fraud? Boring.
He's not wrong.
It's cool when I do it.
He's not wrong. We got a lot of... Woo. Okay, okay.
Please, stop hitting me.
He'll kill you. I'll kill you. To death.
I will kill you to death. He's a writer.
Bob, it's time to play God.
This is a real battle, isn't it? There it is.
Okay, you weren't
Infinite.
joking. Definitely a crisis level threat. Luckily,
Yeah.
so am I.
Run all you want. If Bob couldn't escape me.
What hope do you have, boy? Afraid of the dark clerk?
That's some good stuff, man. That's some good stuff.
Hero are you? Remind me again. Whatever happened to Lori?
Wait.
It's over, Clark.
There's no way.
No happy ending.
No, no way.
Not for
Wait.
you.
Guys, I'll put my foot in my mouth right now on camera. Figuratively.
Haven't you ever read a comic book, you big freaking nerd?
I don't see it.
There's
Yeah.
always a happy ending.
I said, I don't see it. He killed every single version of him. Right?
Bob? You kept talking about the Sentry.
No way.
That dream?
No idea, Lindy. Best
What is
sleep I've
this?
had in years.
What?
Crisis averted.
What? Okay, okay. What's the next death battle? I'm upset. Aang versus Korra was right there. Guys, tell me what you think about this video, about this death battle. I think it was good, man. I think it was easy to tell. I think it was easy to see. I think it was very easy to comprehend what absurdity. I mean, look at the comics explained. Absolute Superman is upgraded is insane. That's the literal description of every single Superman Kryptonian existing. Leave these Kryptonians alone, man. You gotta leave these Kryptonians alone, bro. Leave Zai alone. Leave Superman alone. Leave Superboy Prime. Leave these Kryptonians alone, bro. Retcon punches. You can't beat that. Anyway, like, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys later.